trying to level up your boxing, but you just can't seem to move your feet, you're feeling stuck, it feels awkward, don't stress. Beginners go through this all the time. I'm going to break down 4 footwork technique drills that you can start drilling today. That way, when you go back to your boxing training, you're moving with flow and confidence. So today we're going to cover the L step, pivots, lateral movement, the side shuffle. So quickly, let's just get you into a stance and your guard, so that way we have a base from where very quickly, if you're right-handed, your right foot goes to the back of the room and you're orthodox. If you're left-handed, left foot, back of the room, you're southpaw. I'm going to do it on a right-handed stance. Right foot goes to the back of the room, around shoulder width apart. Now I'm facing you, my opponent. I want to take my feet and move them on a 45-degree angle away. My back foot is going to move out slightly, so my front toe and back heel are in line. Now my heels are going to be kissing the floor. Not all the way up here, just slightly touching it, so the weight is going to be over the balls of my feet. Next, we want to have a slight bend in our knees, not too low, not too high, just a slight athletic bend. This way, we're in control here, we're nice and balanced, we can move back and forth, we can throw our shots from here, and we can dodge, and we can do our footwork drills. Next, your guard. So let's lift from the elbows around your eye height. Your rear hand comes to your cheek. Your front hand is going to come just in front of your face. It's not going to be on it, just out in front. Elbows are tucked in. Now our chin goes down. Don't force it down. If you do that, you'll feel the tension in your shoulders. You don't want that. Just let it slightly go down, and then that's it. Right, let's get into the 4 techniques. So the first technique that we're going to do is the L step. Now, what is it? Let me demonstrate that quickly. That's it. It is footwork motion that we do in the shape of an L. So I'll just show you, straight line, reset, L. That's all it is. Let's break down why it's important. So today, for every single one that we're doing, it's about creating an angle on our opponent. So instead of just being face-to-face with your opponent on the same center line and just landing shots where he can hit me as much as I can hit him, I want to create a better angle for myself, so that way I'm in an advantage spot to land more shots and defend more shots. When the name of the game is hit and don't get hit, it's all about small angles and small positions that are going to win you the fight and keep you from getting hurt. How do we do the L step? It's really simple. Front foot comes back foot goes out, and then we reset. That's it. Let's do it again. So just step 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. On the balls of our feet, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Once you can do that comfortably, do it with a bit of pace. That's the L step. Very simple, very effective. Use this all the time in boxing. If someone starts coming towards you, starts charging you down, create an angle. Now they're going to have to turn to reset. By the time they do that, boom, you're going to capitalize on them anyway. Okay, so that is the L step. Next, let's go into your pivots. Pivots, what are they? It is pivoting on your front foot to get away from your opponent and to create a better angle to strike from. I'm just going to show you. It's real simple. Our movements should be small and controlled. Boxing is a game of millimeters. You don't want to be doing a massive turn and ending up far away from your opponent. It's going to cause you to use more energy, and you've done all the work to get the angle. Now you're out of position. So our angles want to put us into the position to land shots. So you think if you do it too wide and then your opponent's all the way over there, well, I've got to do double the work to get back in and I lose my advantage. So we have an open side, This is my open side. As you can see, everything here is open. Behind me is my closed side. First, we're going to do a pivot going to our open side. So, whichever way we are going, so if I'm going to my open side, I'm going to step towards it. Only a slight step. Step. Now I'm going to pivot on that front foot. That's it. Reset. I'm going to go to my closed side, step to the closed side, pivot. That's it. Okay. So, in our stance, in our guard, step. Going to swing my leg around about 45 degrees. I'm just going to land. Nice and controlled. Back this way. Step. That's it. Do that over and over. Get comfortable doing that. Your pivot, once again, is important because it's going to create a slight angle, which is what we want to be able to capitalize on our opponent. So if my opponent is charging me, slight step as he's coming forward, I take the angle, he's coming here now, and I just land my shots. As soon as he starts to turn, pivot another way, bam, bam, bam. All right, so now we got your lateral movement. What is lateral movement? It is movement that we are doing laterally. We're not going forward, we're not going backwards. So a lot of people think that boxing is done going forwards and backwards. If you're staying on these lines, more than likely your opponent who is more experienced than you is going to close the ring off on you, and you're going to be standing there like a heavy bag with gloves on. You know what happens to people like that? They're going to get smashed. So if someone is charging at you, get on your bike and get back to the position you want to be in. For example, if I'm standing here and he or she starts to press me, I need to get lateral movement to get back to the center of the ring. I'm just going to quickly demonstrate how that's done. So they're coming towards me. I'm going to step out. I'm going to start stepping around. Back to my position. If it comes this way, I'm going to go to my closed side. Same thing. Lateral movement to get me back into the position that I want to be in. Bam, bam, bam. To land my shots and to not be bullied around the ring. So it's important because we want to get a better angle, get a better position to land better shots. So it's very simple. If I'm going to my open side, I'm just going to step out and I'm almost going to bump my feet around. I'm just going to keep bumping until I get to a position I want. Bump, bump on my toes. Okay, I want to be here. Done. Now I can practice going the other way. Step, and so almost going to bump your back foot to your front foot to land in the next spot. Bump, 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 land. You can practice this going one way or another way, which leads us into the fourth and final, the side shuffle. This is commonly used by fighters like Lomachenko, Bam Bam Rodriguez, people who are elite fighters, probably some of the best fighters, and they use their footwork to get them into better positions to land shots, and they have their opponent chasing them all night long, and it's so frustrating. You can see how frustrated they get. So, what is a side shuffle? Let me just demonstrate it. Okay, so we got the open side and the closed side. We'll start with the open side. We're in our stance in our guard. I'm going to take my back leg and I'm going to step out. Out. One more time. Out. Now, I'm going to use my front foot, like sort of bump around my back leg, which is the shuffle. Back into that stance. Pow, pow, and land. Again, step, bump with the shuffle, bang, bang. That's it. Now to the closed side. Step, step. Now I'm going to bring this, bump my front foot around, create the angle and the shuffle. That's it. One, bump, bang, bang. Let me demonstrate. If I was here sparring my friend, we're on the same center line here. I want to get off create an angle, step, shuffle, 1, 2, bang. Now as he resets, step, shuffle, bang, bang, bang. Why is this important? Once again, create a better angle, land your shots, hurt them where they can't hurt you. So a common mistake that I see with this is when people go, they'll land all the way out here. Remember, we want sharp, small steps. Bang, bang, bang. Stay in a position that you are able to actually land your shot. So if you are shuffling, if my man is here, I'm shuffling all the way out here, how am I going to land my shots? I'm not. And I've wasted a movement. I've wasted energy. I've got to get back in range to even get a shuffle off again to start to land those shots. It is so important to get your footwork down. My coach drilled this into me constantly. We did like 30 minutes to an hour every time that I was in there. And people who were better than me, when we were sparring, I caught up to them so quick and I leveled that playing field. Why? Because I was able to move away from them and they weren't able to get me. I was in a better spot. I just started to land shots. Once that started happening, I doubled down on the footwork and my boxing and fighting just went through the roof, guys. So do those drills that we went over. Do them for even 15 minutes a day and watch how much you improve and watch how people will not be able to hit you and you'll be able to hit them. Apart from that, guys, like, subscribe, comment if you want something else. Guys, thank you for training. Let's get after it.